Hello. Here we go. It is June 9th, 2020. Bryce Castillo here with the take 2 on the pre-show. I had to go reset the router. We're still waiting for it to... It takes a long time for this fucker to reboot, so we're just waiting for it to reload here a little bit. Thank you very much to Agents Fire, who's just like giving out a bunch of subs, a bunch of gifted subs. Thank you so much. We got a hype train going. We've got people giving bits. Thank you everybody for all the support in these difficult times. We are waiting for the router to reconnect. It will probably take 5 to 10 minutes, which is super fun and just so cool. W1, I know that the chat is frozen on screen. Literally, I can't do anything about it. Thank you very much. So, hello everybody, June 9th. We have got a good show coming up for you in about 30 minutes. And yes, Rock Roll Martian, who already gave a bunch of bits earlier, thank you so much. This is the pre-show to the podcast where we are getting ready and getting warmed up. I'm Bryce Castillo, as always. Let's do a little... Oh, we've got to do it. It's time for Bryce's Borner Hour. Bryce's Birthday Borner. Bryce's Birthday Borner. This is fucking me up. It's fucking me up. Having that modem take so long to reconnect is fucking me up. So, today is June 9th, 2020. Please let me know in the chat room if you had a birthday between June 3rd and June 9th. Because if you did, then congratulations, we're gonna be celebrating your birthday. And of course, if we don't get anybody telling us that it's their birthday, we unfortunately have to personally congratulate Chris Brown and give him well wishes on his birthday. So, it's just, I don't make the rules. I'm not the birthday boy. I'm just the birthday proctor. So, please let me know in the chat if you had your birthday between June 3rd and June 9th. Supernova Girl says it's Piff the Magic Dragon's birthday. Okay, that seems like a person. FLS Carnage says it's their mother's birthday. Oh, okay. Rye Guy says it's Natalie Portman's birthday. Well, if she wants to watch the stream and let us know, then we are welcome to have her and give her a happy birthday. Corey helpfully reminds us, John Rail, who is I think you've certainly seen him on a bunch of the happy hours. It was his birthday. It was his birthday over this past week. Who else? Water Ice Scoop says it's their mom's too. Okay. Casey Blackburn says it's their friend's birthday today. Does that count? Maybe. Gambling Man. No, Gambling Man. That's not right now. That's in the future. I know that Piff is a person who exists. That's the extent of how much I know. Oh my God, who?
Answer the sky,
motherfucker. We are having network connectivity issues. So.
Hey, well, fuck you then.
Hey, fuck
what
you.
What are you saying? Fuck you to me. Fuck you to you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
That's Justin Robert Young. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing A-okay. So wait, what's the problem?
I started the pre-show and then the internet went down, and so I reset the router. But doing that takes about 10 minutes. So, so we're keeping this. We're doing the stream and we're having a fun time. We're doing the birthdays. You know about Bryce's Birthday Borner?
No.
It's where we celebrate all the birthdays that happened in the past week, and if we have none, then we have to tell Chris Brown. Yes, and I reset the router. We have to celebrate Chris Brown. Are you coming in or not? Sure. Okay.
Celebrate Chris Brown, the dancer and domestic abuser.
Yeah, we do have to give him shouts outs. Unfortunately.
Fuck. God damn it! What?
But thankfully, we already had plenty of people. It was a few people's birthdays. Natalie Portman. Apparently Natalie Portman's birthday today.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And Casey Blackburn's friend. So that's we have another
I saw
successful.
Lucinda Lubintube's birthday.
Oh, she should get in the chat and tell us.
Yeah.
Get
Say hi to them.
Get in the damn chat, please.
Get in the pit.
Hello everybody. So yes, we're still working on getting everyone on and connected and getting stuff worked out. But
right. But I'm walking in mid disaster, but I'm guessing that Spectrum, the weather got bad, and we reset the router, and we're waiting for the router to reconnect. But meanwhile, we are still transmitting unbroken because we have multiple connections.
yes.
Yeah, awesome. Baby.
I'm glad someone can be in good spirits about this. I would love to see my internet. But yeah, hey
man,
how's everybody doing?
No. Progress. It's all progress.
So hello everybody. It's June 9th.
Happy June. Man, this year, like, I don't know whether or not, because the other day I was like, fuck, this year's like fucking flying by. But then on the other hand, I'm like, yeah, but look at it. Fucking good. I'm glad it's flying by. This year sucks ass.
Question. This has the potential to land poorly, and if it does, we could just cut the cord and go somewhere else. But, given our ages, given our experiences, better or worse than 2001?
Worse.
How can?
Oh my
really?
God. Oh yeah.
Huh.
I mean, aside
because there was
the
one
last
horrifying act of war moment followed up by a gigantic terrorist attack with the threat of like what we're living through now is only a subplot of 2001. This is what we're living through now was what was vaguely threatened in the follow-up terrorist attack of 2001. Not
Hell no.
even the big one.
No, look. 9/11. Awful, horrifying, generation-defining event, right? The wars that then followed, you could make an argument like, all right, and further entanglement in the Middle East, blah, 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 blah. But really, by the time that 2001 ended, it was like a war in Afghanistan, which, let's be honest, Ralph Nader would have initiated the war with Afghanistan. It was the war with fucking Iraq that was really the neocon expansion.
And
like,
I guess
you can't
you
can't kill 3K Americans without us fucking, doing something, blowing up something.
Maybe this might be where we diverge, because right now I'm not terribly afraid of America running and pulling a war and then another war.
You're not?
Not like I was in 2001. In 2001, that shit looked a little bit inevitable, and guess what? Spoiler alert, it was. And then it was again a sequel and all that shit.
But also, if we go to
Iran.
war this time, that's not us like typing very pouty messages on an internet forum about how much we disapprove of the war. That's like all able-bodied men have to go fight the fucking Red Army.
Yeah,
that would be a far worse fucking situation.
Torek_ had an interesting take, saying 2001 was emotionally tougher. This is by the numbers tougher, like factually, financially, and by human lives lost. There's no question 2020 crushes it, but emotionally, 2001 was tougher.
You can judge me. You can judge me for it.
I'll back that play. That's my vote.
You can judge me for it, but here's my fucking kill shot. Bars were open. Like, at the very least, you could go to a watering hole. You could engage with your community, and you could share your trauma together.
Yes, but
you could have a moment.
You could not buy booze on a Sunday and then have it in a to-go cup. So some might argue that there's more freedom now as a result.
I mean, now number one,
We don't have
Don't
booze
get
on
me
Sunday
wrong.
yet.
Yeah, we do.
Not at my store.
It's called go to a restaurant, order
Oh,
a
well,
quote
that's a
unquote
restaurant.
margarita kit, which consists of
Okay.
a cup you'll throw away filled with margarita mix and definitely booze you could take home on a Sunday. That's never happened in my lifetime here in Texas.
All right,
There's
well,
literally, factually more freedom now
So-
than 6 months ago.
Okay.
congratulations. In the rest of actual civilization where we've been able to buy booze on Sunday forever, it was fine. We figured it out. I will say this, though. Oakland now has all these to-go drinks, and I definitely was like, well, fuck it. Like, I'm definitely just going to chip from the Chappelle stand-up. Just didn't know I couldn't do that and just walk around with booze because fuck it. Like, what are you going to do? Arrest me now? And that was fun. I definitely Epcotted through Oakland on Saturday, and it was a
Apparently
delight.
That moment from the podcasts that I'm listening to, an awful lot of New York City is experiencing that epiphany right now. They're like, holy
Yeah.
fucking shit! I could just buy booze at a bar and walk around in New York. This is great.
Yeah, no, that's actually dope. Although that's backwater bullshit anyway. And that's something that Florida's been ahead of. Fucking no open container law in Florida. It's the best. Fucking, I don't know why these backwards ass fucking bullshit states like Texas and California don't fucking get with the program.
Interesting. So this year worse than 2001.
100%. I mean, look,
hot take I've not yet really heard.
at the very
and
least,
I'm still
number one,
having a hard time assimilating. Keep going.
Number
though.
one, this is slow motion 9/11. Like, we literally had to watch the fucking planes like come in slow motion, and everybody was hot taking like as like, oh, some people are saying that the plane won't hit the building.
Okay, so maybe we have differing interpretations of what the word worse means. Like, to me, I'm thinking in terms of which would I rather replay? The one where I watched and felt horrific acts of war and then follow-up waves of terrorism, or the one where I'm mostly sitting with my kids. We're almost done with the first season of Lost. It's really hard for me to call this right now worse.
Even though the body count is objectively higher.
Oh, again, I'm with you. I understand.
Well, I understand you're with me, but I want to make clear, like, you're saying still.
I am.
And it's fine if the answer is yes. I just want to get it out. I just want to get it out
I
there.
don't know whether there's more sugar in a scoop of vanilla or a scoop of fucking chocolate, but I know one of them is objectively worse than the other.
Mm-hmm.
Also, fuck you, chocolate. Get banned. Vanilla's already perfection. It's fine.
Wow. Right now?
really?
In this environment?
I mean,
Wow.
yeah.
oh, I'm
Shit.
sorry. Is there more sugar in chocolate, and that's why? Oh wait. Oh fuck! I just realized what you're alluding to. Goddamn. Fuck.
Ooh.
I'm gonna shut this mouth right now.
I'm sorry. You're the one who put out
Christ alive.
the
God damn it.
catastrophe
I meant
dicks.
mint chocolate chip. I don't know. Rocky Road, Neapolitan.
Hey.
All right, whatever. No,
God damn it. Yes. No. I'm gonna stop.
I mean,
talking.
also, but here, Brian, on the flip side, I will say this. Like, 9/11 for me will
You
always
fucking-
be.
Also, all of you are fucking traitors. Fuck all of you.
Wait, you're yelling at me? I'm
No,
trying to
no,
get us
I'm
off
mainly
the
yelling
subject.
I'm mainly yelling
Why
at the
are you
chat room.
stopping
Keep
me
going.
from changing
Keep
the
going.
subject
Keep
if
going.
you don't want? No, well, here, chocolate or vanilla?
No,
Brian,
it's
why?
fine, it's
Why
fine.
is vanilla the master ice cream?
God damn it. No. Your words, not mine. Go ahead.
Why? Oh.
Cut out the part where he says Brian and.
I'm trying to change the subject for
Then
you, and you're
let's
stopping
do
me.
that.
9/11, I will never be able to
God
separate from the fact that it was the beginning of my journalism career, much in the same way that a bunch of fucking free time is you being a better dad.
Didn't we have didn't we have a big red button to eject?
Do you realize that?
Yeah.
You're the producer!
Do you realize that we just had a moment where quite literally the safest place we could run to was 9/11?
The first place you went to, name another.
I was, wait a minute, all right.
You are Mr. 9/11. So you,
I don't know.
you named yourself
we're not
Mr.
doing that.
9/11.
I think I named him that, and we're not doing that bit
Bryce
anymore.
named you that.
Is that a thing we get to
Mr.
do?
9/11.
Everybody gets to give everybody different names.
No, what's it called? When the PX3 Patreon was at 910, I fucking texted Brian. I'm like, you gotta fucking be a patron now, and you fucking no-sold me because you're supposed to be Mr. 9/11.
I tried really hard. In fact, I think it was late enough at night, or there was some distraction. I actually opened up Patreon. Oh, you know what it was the wrong credit card was associated with something or whatever, and I realized I was probably too late because I was also going to subscribe at $9.11 per episode because I knew you would see it. But at some point, like some technical bullshit happened, and
So then you had to text Corey. Corey,
yeah.
become a patron of PX3.
Also, you're now Mr. 9/11. Oh my god. Oh. Did we just get gifted 911?
Yeah, from
we
Jordan
did.
DeMoss. Thank you
It's
very
Who's
much.
now
It's a
the
thing.
Bimbo?
He already was with over 2,000, almost 3,000. Thank you so much, Jordan DeMoss.
Thank you very much, Jordan DeMoss.
I will say this is, I mean, granted, being 37 is a lot different than being 19. You know, so that is also an element of those years
that's
that are
interesting. So maybe that's a big part of it, because at 19 I can imagine the experience of 2001 as mostly being Summer of the Shark, which by hours spent more time being Summer of the Shark, and then suddenly there's like a painful Band-Aid getting ripped. What's the right metaphor? Something terrible happening. Yeah, you got in a car crash, right? And then everything else has been recovering from that car crash. Whereas this, like we don't know.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is that we are still not out of the woods, and
Oh, sure. Yeah, I mean,
I
but then
definitely
again, that
remember
part,
being
that,
more
that,
afraid
that part,
in
that
2001,
part was
though.
actually, yeah, that part was same with 9/11. Like 9/11, there was like, we had no idea whether or not this was going to get worse, and there was going to be another thing, and there was all this like fear. Meant much of it was unjustified, but some justified in the anthrax shit. But the other thing for me was that I was a journalism person, and then I had a job at a newspaper, and the biggest news story ever happened. And so like I spent all but maybe like the last month and a half of that year from the point that it happened in like the journalism heroin fucking like spiral of like, cool, all the news is happening. Go wake up every day, get the news, like, oh, crying person, make sure I accurately capture the crying, like, and then put it out. I'm doing a good job. This is a good thing that I'm doing, and I should shut off my emotion. And then like toward the end, I kind of had like this moment where I realized like, oh wow, yeah, there's a lot of actual like emotion that I've been suppressing. But in the meantime, holy shit, what a rush. It was fucking wild.
Yeah, as somebody in the chat asked, did we just jump from ripping off a Band-Aid to being in a car crash in search of a metaphor? And the reason the answer is yes is because one of those is something generally associated with a healing process that is briefly unpleasant. The other is terrifying and has consequences that will last for many years to come. So I'm going to defend my pivot on that.
Yeah. Well, there we go. 2001 or 2020, 2001. The world may never know.
How many 2001s does it take to equal a 2020? Let's find out. One,
Two.
guys,
Yeah.
I've got a very, and I mean very serious. I mean, I know we're kind of being lighthearted right now. I don't want to bring us down.
I mean, that's
Actually, here, Bryce, one technical thing.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, your mic crackles in my ear. So I don't know if what you're sending to me is a little hot.
blown out.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I thought it was a little loud too. Okay, well, I'll take a look at it.
All right, cool.
Oh, you know what? I have it turned up because Tom always wants the send louder. So,
Fucking Merritt. Jesus.
So I have a. Oh no. What's up?
Never mind. Somebody asked us to talk about devs.
No.
So
we're
the
done.
War of 1812.
So I saw a thing pop up on TikTok. I'm back on my TikTok shit.
Yeah, so
and-
am I. I love that shit.
TikTok's pretty cool.
Apparently, all I want to see, according to TikTok, are fucking people smoking weed, millennial single women discussing their mental health issues, and history memes. And I'll be goddamn, I don't know the Chinese words for you're fucking dead on, but TikTok, you got my number, baby.
Can I give an alternate version of that? I keep trying to trick Spotify in. I keep giving it wildly far away seeds, but eventually it figures out that I just want to listen to Beck. No matter where. Like, that's my new game now, is to see how far from Beck I can hand Spotify on the playlist and how long it takes until suddenly we're just listening to Beck.
Yep.
So there was a meme that I saw on TikTok that I have then seen grown here onto Twitter, and it's created a sort of a gang war, and we, as most things do, we have to get everyone's opinions on it. So this is at Destroyed Me, who says, which way Western man, and offers up 4 different options. We've got Tomboy Outback, Femboy Hooters. At the bottom here, we've got Goth IHOP and MILF Denny's.
Jesus fucking Christ, this is a good one.
And so I saw the Femboy Hooters as a thing on TikTok first, and then I've seen this.
All
Now,
right, so,
where are you at?
Is there something about Tomboy Outback that I'm missing? Because
No.
if it's
Why not?
because I'm married to Tomboy Outback, she's great.
Yeah,
I don't understand the question.
There are a lot of tomboys
yeah,
at an Outback. Like that's not a change in the way that a goth IHOP would be.
sorry,
Goth IHOP is a very different IHOP
Yes.
than the International House of Pancakes.
I just realized that I did that thing where it's 2 a.m., you're drunk, and you just say yes to the first thing on the menu because, like, well, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Sorry. Femboy Hooters. Okay, down with it. I understand it. Goth IHOP. Something. I bet my eldest will go there. MILF Denny's.
And MILF Denny's. Now,
I'm definitely a Tomboy IHOP.
Tomboy Outback?
Sorry.
Tomboy
That's the one.
Outback.
Tomboy
Yeah.
Outback. Okay.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Like basically, what if you already had the choice you've already chosen, but she also had an Australian accent?
I mean, wait, are you
what-
trying to fuck these? Are you trying to fuck this staff?
You don't fuck the staff at Tomboy
Yeah,
Outback.
you just go to
look.
the restaurant, my man.
You look, don't touch. What's up?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
what
you
if,
trying to fucking stain the tablecloth,
What the fuck, dude?
my guy?
man, what if you were allowed to touch Tomboy Outback anytime you wanted because you're married to her?
Well, all right. Look, we're gonna move on from this because otherwise it's gonna taint any fun we can have with these ideas.
Now, I don't love this
Sounds
poll.
like. By the way, you're already at a MILF Denny's. Wait, you're talking.
Brian and his blooming onions. Oh, Christ.
And so I don't love how one-sided this is. Obviously, I mean, Femboy Hooters is just a $1 million
Yeah,
idea.
why is there not something more? I get, which is more cis guy like Goth IHOP or Femboy Hooters?
Which is more cis?
More cis
No,
testosterone.
the most cis is MILF Denny's.
Yes,
But between
correct.
the two, I still think of Goth IHOP as like big titty goth GF. I still think
Oh,
of that
really?
as yeah.
Wait, you think
I
that
don't
is
think
the
there's a single
as the
girl
most
at Goth
sexual?
IHOP.
Really? I could see. I do like the gender neutralness of Goth IHOP over
Yeah, right?
Tomboy Outback and MILF Denny's. Also, MILF Denny's is just the funniest thing to say. MILF Denny's.
MILF Denny's is really funny. Femboy Hooters is lyrical as well. Tomboy Outback, though, I could see a realm where that is like instead of the like more all right, this is going to sound weird.
Mhm.
Instead of the idea of a more pliant staff at like a restaurant where it's like giggle giggle haha what's your order, this is more like, hey dweeb, you want to chug Foster's? Like, good day, I'm gonna call you the C word. Like,
That's Jock
you'll
Outback.
never get me out of Tomboy Outback.
no, but they're girls.
You'll
Bryce,
drag
they're
me
girls.
kicking
Right,
and
right.
screaming.
They're girls, right?
Which one is the most progressive?
But Femboy Hooters by a mile.
Yeah, I think
Femboy,
so.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
but-
no, yeah, that's a fucking lap in the field, like Femboy Hooters.
Then we have some other contenders, including honorable mentions to Pog Waffle House and Trad Chick-fil-A.
I mean, first of all, Pog Waffle House is just Waffle House.
I mean, I'm saying Pog Waffle House might be the most successful restaurant chain of all time. Like that is Pog Waffle House is fucking Thanos dropping the final fucking Infinity Stone into his gauntlet. Like, up all night, reliable menu, never closes, and fat ass white girls.
Thinking,
All right,
Like,
help.
we've also got Androgyny, Applebee's,
I don't want to say boo.
just normal Wendy's. Why is everyone horny?
Just normal Wendy's. Why is everyone horny?
But I think the original
Can I confess my ignorance? Sorry, the trad. What?
I don't know Trad either.
Yeah. Thank
like
goodness.
Traditional, basically.
Oh, wait, like cis?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Yeah.
And so it was Trad what?
Oh, wait, maybe Urban Dictionary says trad may mean and antiquated, as in the time period between the 1930s and 1950s. So that might be kind of a Stepfordy sort of Chick-fil-A,
Like
which I see a lot. That
the
makes more
folks who
sense.
are constantly the folks what was postmodern jukebox.
Jukebox, yeah.
I told you guys about my experience of being at Epcot and just thinking like how cool it was that for some random reason 20% of everyone there was time traveling from 1920, and it turns
I mean,
out that they were
yeah.
all there for postmodern jukebox, which it was.
And so they were
was
being
dope.
trad.
Yes,
And also, I mean, like, just between you, me, and the wall, Trad Chick-fil-A is pretty same-ties.exe.
Yeah.
I
Don't make the big
hold on.
move on
Give
that.
me a moment to think about that, because most of the folks who are doing the trad thing, that if we're understanding the word right,
Yeah.
seemed like they seemed like Dragon Con people who hadn't yet found Dragon Con.
Kind of steam
Oh, in terms of going to that postmodern jukebox show, for sure. Yeah.
Right. They seemed.
But
they
this is-
seemed
but this is-
cool,
this is a
like, I'm
theme
doing
restaurant.
a thing with my greased hair and all that.
Yeah, but this is a theme restaurant
Yeah.
here to project, right?
Yeah, okay.
So Tomboy Outpack, they're playing up the Tomboy. The Femboy Hooters is playing up the Femboy
How-
in the Hooters
Hold on.
lens.
Question: how different, in your mind right now? Picture everyone at a Hooters. Take a picture of that. Now I'm telling you, it's a femboy Hooters.
Mm-hmm.
How different does it look? And
Okay. I mean, it's
because here's what I'm gonna.
I mean, I can think of two differences per staff member.
well, no. First of all, I don't think very many girls go. So, like, you would just have to whisper, "More of them are gay now." Like that's about all I can really picture being different.
Why can't you say it out loud?
I feel like you would get more women to go at a femboy Hooters.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, I
because
think,
it's
I
still
think if you did, all right.
sexualized and still, it's
And
still
it's, now
gonna
it's
be
for the ladies. Now it's for
So
the ladies.
imagine this, right? New York City, as we are recovering from the coronavirus, let's take that out of it, right? Vaccine, everybody's fine, but dine-in sales are down. So Hooters, seizing on this TikTok trend, decide to make one of their New York City locations a femboy Hooters. I feel like it is the fucking talk of the internet for 48 hours.
Yes, but also, I'm speaking specifically of the clientele who's going to be into going there. Number one, they're still going to want wings and shitty hot dogs.
Yeah.
The only thing that'll change will be their stated sexual preference will, more of them will be gay, but they'll still be going to a sexualized place that sells wings.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to look very different. I mean, I don't think more women are going to want to go to a femboy Hooters. Like, if hey,
yes.
Hello,
Okay, now I see what you're getting.
woman.
Yeah.
We're going to go to either femboy Hooters or Hooters. Which would you rather go to? Her answer either way is going to be, ugh. You know, like
Well,
no, I think, I mean,
I do.
obviously, women are not a monolith. But think of the women that go to a drag show versus women that go to a sports bar to watch the 1 o'clock.
That's
games.
just it. Is a femboy is not a drag show. That's the thing. Shit. I'm dangerously close to talking like I know anything. As I understand it, a drag show is about the bombast and the pageantry and everybody participating on stage and in the audience can be straight as an arrow, and a drag show will still be a drag show. That is not what I understand a femboy Hooters to be.
I think we really.
Whoa, hold on, Bryce. And what do you imagine a femboy Hooters to be, Brian?
Hooters. But everybody happened to be born a boy. And that's it. That's the only difference I'm understanding about it, because it's still about projecting abject, overt sexuality while selling shitty wings. And again, I'm hungry enough for wings. I'll go to Hooters and hot dogs.
See, what is interesting about femboy Hooters as a concept is that
goddamn, we're the world leaders on this topic right now. You realize this?
Is that if we were talking about the real world, capital T, capital R, capital W, the real world, it wouldn't be femboy Hooters. It would be some fucking Magic Mike, Chippendales, ripped guys Hooters.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I do see Brian's point that femboy may be a little specific to the female audience, where a more, you know, if we had some of the fellas who you might see at an Outback Steakhouse today at Hooters, then we might have a different conversation.
Yeah.
So I can see that, where the demographic might be a little more queer.
BDSM Bojangles.
That's fucking amazing. Well, I mean, but here's all I'd say, and maybe drag show was a bit aggressive, but like a lot of ladies go to gay bars. Like, because is a vibe
it's the
for
one
which
place they don't have to worry about everybody hitting on them and spiking their drinks.
maybe not spiking the drinks, but I've heard tale from ladies that sometimes the hands can go a flying at a gay bar.
I do believe that.
There's a lot of
But I would imagine. Let's put it this way. The odds are. If you're Harrah's Casino and you're setting the line,
it's a fun environment. I don't want to stay on this particular subject. It's a fun environment that a lot of straight women like to go to. Yeah, it's a fun time. I feel like that fun time would translate to a femboy Hooters.
By the way, Spider-Bite nails it. In-N-Out remains unchanged.
Yeah, I like Mbombo Q had In-N-Out, In-N-Out.
Yeah.
Five Guys.
Five Guys.
Leave it there. Leave it there.
Oh,
Cucky cheese.
Fucking, we'll leave the rest of the fries in the bag.
These are great. So anyway, hashtag Femboy Hooters. Let's make it happen. 2020. Let's go, boys.
Oh.
Cucky cheese is fucking amazing.
It's very good.
All right, it's 9 o'clock.
Especially when you imagine the fucking rat's eyes going back and forth.
Oh wait, hold on. Maybe there's animatronics at Cookie Cheese. That there's rides.
And
I'll tell you what, don't leave your partner in the play area too long.
I'm gonna go.
What do you think?
I'm gonna get a White Claw.
Okay. I got a whole new box in there. Bunch of flavors. I ended up getting Last Lucy, a watermelon.
Yeah, the only ones.
You like the plain ones.
Well, you know me and fruit flavors. They're too intense. I did try.
Which is why we won't see you at Femboy Hooters.
What? which is what I did. I did try. Tangerine was all right, but mainly I'm a lime guy. Yeah. Right.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Spider Bite.
Good stuff.
Nailed it. You're right.
Sexy restaurants is the new fucking brands. Yeah.
Little Caligula's. I haven't seen Fat Boy Hooters on TikTok, mostly because all I watch is people smoking weed.
I've seen it. I had seen it pop up a couple times, and when I went to go look for it, all I could find was someone had made a sound. It was like a country rap jingle of Fat Boy Hooters.
I had such a fun time today on the stream because Merrill sent me. It's like, have you seen this viral video of this guy fucking talking about how if the cops defund that he'll shoot everybody, and it's like, you know, very aggressive Southern dude, and he's in front of an American flag, and he's like, oh, well, me and my friends, like, we don't have any rubber bullets. We have real bullets. You do it for 1 week, and you'll see what happens. And then you find out that it does the trademark like fade into his TikTok like icon and name, and it's a TikTok, and I'm like, it just made it so funny to me that it's like that man is so mad, and he's like, the next thing somebody would see on fucking TikTok is just like white people taco night. He's like go like back and forth.
Taco
like,
shells from the groceries.
We're gonna defund. I'll shoot you right in the face. White people taco night.
Getting ground beef from the grocery,
store.
Getting less shredded cheese. Oh my god.
How do you get that mad on a platform owned by the Chinese for dancing tweens? Like it's for dancing tweens, and we've ruined it. The olds have ruined that platform
already.
We co-opted it for ourselves. God bless you, Zoomers, that we like locusts because we have nothing else going on. Have descended on your safe haven. But
well, and it's so weird because it's like there's such the For You algorithm is so controlling over that experience that it can easily silo you away from that stuff and just keep, the thing that I see is now is like, oh, what part of TikTok am I in now, right? Like, oh, I'm in the alt part of TikTok. Oh, I'm in the gay part of TikTok.
It's funny because like, they do those videos that it's like, hey, TikTok sorts this by algorithm. So if you're watching this, that means you're like this, and this. And like, it's uncomfortable how often they've got it. Like it is fucking really uncomfortable.
There's the one thing now of like, cause it counts everything. And so the one thing is like, I don't know. The sound starts like, I don't know what's so hard for everyone. You just click the share button and then click copy link, like some like way to get everyone to support the channel that they like. It's just like weird, like very algorithm based stuff. Like as far as like a video platform goes, like
we're talking about TikTok.
Yes,
it's very weird.
Yeah. Like when you have a YouTube account, right? Like technically you have a YouTube channel, but most people don't ever use it for that. When you have a Twitch account, you technically have a Twitch channel, but most people are just viewers. But with TikTok, something about it being in the same vein as Twitter, and you see people use it in the same way as Twitter, where they post like 1 million times a day. It's just very interesting how it is creator focused in a way that every other social media platform would like its audience to be.
Can I tell you what I secretly fear or think it might be the case is I think it quite literally, just as YouTube figured out that it could be just as fun to make videos as to watch videos, TikTok looked at YouTube and said, okay, 15 years in, what does everybody who's making a video on YouTube want? They used to want to make a video. Now what they want is the thrill of feeling like a hit. We could deliver that. Whether how many...
Which was kind of the Vine thing, too.
Well, no. Like, I'm saying straight out, nope, I'm not going to say that because I'm being paid by TikTok. So I think that... TikTok is very savvy that what people
Do you guys fear that leash pull from Beijing?
So.
Well, that was the end. 9/11, 9/11, 9/11.
Oh, cool. Justin, do you need to go take a break? Justin,
All right. Hold on.
Go get it.
I gotta get my
By the way,
drink.
Bonnie just walked in. She'll be in here momentarily.
Okay.
Oh, goddamn. It's so good to see you guys. What a good time.
Yeah. What else is going on that isn't 9/11?
Oh man.
I got a new a gimbal for my phone, so we might use that when we shoot some TikToks on Thursday.
Did you ever give a try? We bought the one that we used for the GH5, right?
Right.
How close are the two in experience?
I have not used the one that we got for the DSLRs.
Okay. I mean, I assume they're the same, just heavier.
Yeah, probably, because the big thing is like it functions a lot based on like how heavy it thinks the thing you're going to put into it, right? So like the balancing that you would do for a phone is different than the balancing you would do for a camera, and then of course all the attachments and the hookups are different too.
In fact, so in my mind, if I'm thinking about shooting, it's actually a problem, and they're correcting for it. A phone is so light that there's going to be some amount of jitter and hand motion and all that, and so software fixes a lot of that or whatever. But if I wanted to run around, I think I would actually hope for and want a little bit more heft and mass. Does the gimbal provide for any of that, or?
Yeah, it is. It's kind of weighty. It's not chunky, but it.
I mean, it's not
a part of it.
It's not Pog Waffle House or nothing.
No. It's not.
Can we bring Bonnie up to speed?
Oh, okay. Once she sits down and
Yeah. So,
then.
I want you to know there was zero hesitation. There was zero hesitation on my choice, but you're gonna have to make a choice.
Oh.
Do you have headphones or?
I do. I brought my own headphones.
Nice.
So just give me a moment.
But yeah, I mean that's a part of it, but the motors that keep it in place are also a big part too. It's kind of weird to get used to. It's DJI has one that has a joystick on it, and you can use the joystick to move it. And the one that I got doesn't. It has like triggers on the back to function for different modes. And so I need to figure out how to get used to it. Because the other thing is when you shoot in vertical mode, like it's designed to shoot in horizontal mode. So the part of the counterweight is always out of the frame when you're horizontal, but when you're vertical, if the part ends up going too far, you can actually see it at the bottom of the frame. So,
by the way, it seems from the comments that we should explain when I say, you know, I'm paid by TikTok. What I mean is quite literally we're part of a program called TikTok Partners, where we are being paid to make TikTok videos, and they're fucking awesome. And I'm really loving how they're coming out.
I love the channel. I was looking through your guys' video over the weekend, or the channel over the weekend, and I really liked that you had just gotten to the point where you were like seeding in just the little personality stuff that wasn't the like super heavy
just pure content
tutorial. Like I thought that was good. I thought it was like, oh, okay, like they're figuring out like where's the personality, where's the tutorial, like it's fucking really cool.
Yeah, like right now, here's my thinking. If we're getting paid, it's got to be pure content teaching value. And so essentially what I'm doing is, what is everything that we've that I know of that if the internet would rip off and reduce to an animated GIF? How can I expand that by about 30 more seconds?
Yeah.
And add audio too, right? I'm just trying to be like, you're here to learn. Let's fucking learn. Let's skip all of the bullshit and give you everything.
Yeah, but we all know who the real Jim is.
Bryce.
Bryce.
Yes,
I mean, you would be
we
nothing
do
if
all
it
know.
weren't for
Yes, no, Bryce speaks
like,
TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm glad. In fact, you'll notice that particular video, we didn't know how it would do, so we didn't count it among the our TikTok partner stuff. We just put it out there, and eventually, it'll just be whatever we want. But for right now, we're trying to just constantly be delivering value. Speaking of value, let's talk about the comedy value of the latest craze on Twitter, Bonnie. Where are we going? There's 4 choices of restaurants.
I don't know. I quit smoking a couple of days ago. So.
Bonnie quit Facebook.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
She deleted it from her phone.
Was it hard?
She's still going through it.
What? Yeah, no, I'm still processing. So what I did is I took it off my phone and then I look at it on my computer 1 time a day. So I get my 1 smoke after dinner, I guess. I don't even know
You'll be
what
back.
people do.
I've done that with Twitter fucking like 4 times.
I know, I might relapse and stuff, but
No, it's fine. I'm back. Now I just like I do heroin. It's fucking what I do. I love it. All my friends do it. We fucking do heroin all the time. It's fucking great.
I know, but it was kind of amazing because Brian and I were having this conversation in front of our 12-year-old who is getting sucked into the bad habit also. So I was glad that we at least modeled good parenting. So if I can now I have a reason.
What's funny is we
it's always
kept
that
the
emotional
metaphor
reason
of the
that-
smoking the entire conversation long, and she walked in before she heard the words Facebook or whatever, so she spent like 10 full minutes us discussing how bad smoking is, and then she figured out like, you've been smoking?
Yeah.
Like, no, social media is bad for you. It's like smoking.
I don't know. It's just for a while there, I felt like, and there's a few people I'll miss because I do feel like I connected with them, and I do pop in on certain people whose babies I like to see grow up and stuff. So
They're still gonna be growing.
I know, but I like.
You're gonna stop in every once in a while, and
I
you're
like
gonna see
that.
it.
And Scott
to be
Johnson
honest,
always
like,
says
I,
something fun, so I like seeing his. So there's people that I'll miss a connection to, but I don't miss the fact that nobody gives a shit about what I say because it's not a 2-way street. I mean, nobody cares, especially right now. So it's hard just to.
All right.
Engage with something.
Right.
You should actually just say all of your posts.
Yeah.
All of your posts. You should just begin with Drumpf, and that gets 5x.
5x. Then all of a sudden, that's great.
5x.
Bryce was telling us about this meme. There are 4 restaurants.
Oh.
We're gonna go to one of them.
Oh.
Which one will it be? Take us away. Take it away, Bryce.
Which would you go to? Tomboy Outback, Femboy Hooters, Goth IHOP, or MILF Denny's? We're at Tomboy Outback, Femboy Hooters, Goth IHOP, and MILF Denny's.
Also,
Can we get the dramatic music, Bryce?
Oh, okay.
Do we have that available?
Yeah.
So which restaurant? And those are the people who are serving, I guess.
Well, no. This is all you see is you are at a rest stop, like you're
and you see
getting
these.
gas,
These are your
but you
4
also need
choices.
food, and this is what's there: Tomboy Outback, Femboy Hooters, Goth IHOP, or MILF Denny's.
Also, did either of you 2 answer? Because I answered instantly.
Femboy Hooters for me.
Oh, of course, yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I just don't feel like there's anything
Justin?
there for me.
Oh, I mean, it would either be Tomboy Outback, but it would likely be Goth IHOP. Like, I feel like Goth IHOP is the most exciting of those brand ideas. If I were on...
You certainly are most likely to get recognized at Goth IHOP.
Okay. Goth IHOP, I think, would have some
You think we're bigger with goths than MILFs?
Yeah. I think I mean,
Or maybe tomboys.
I
We
think-
might
I
be
think
biggest
in
with tomboys.
20 years will be huge at MILF Denny's.
Yeah.
But for right now, I think
I mean,
we're
homie,
bigger.
I don't know if you've seen our demo. We're fucking at MILF Denny's now.
Aw.
All right,
So-
Bonnie, we're going to
Bonnie.
need some thinking.
I don't know. I feel like I want to go buy some lumber at Big Dick Depot or something.
That's not a choice. You got 4 choices.
There's no food
ABC.
there. We can't
choices.
go to a restaurant.
Four
There's only
choices.
4 at this rest stop.
Okay.
And by the way, they span the spectrum here. Like, we've got a port for all stores.
Okay. Well, I think if I want to go and I'm like, I don't trust restaurants, period, when I travel. So I'm looking at all these guys. I go, you know what? Femboy Hooters is going to provide me some safe food. So I'm going to go there.
You trust femboys to prepare your
you think
food
that
more
about
than you would
actual
tomboys, goths,
Hooters?
or milfs.
Huh? No, I don't. Not actual Hooters.
But the lack of breast.
somehow
The
the
lack of
food-
breast. It's not a restaurant. It's a bulgerant.
Bulldrot? Yeah, no, it was instant.
I guess it could be a cake shop, but
I've already been at like the only thing about Tomboy Outback that would be different than
Outback.
You would have an Australian accent. That's it.
Yeah.
There we go. We solved it.
All right,
All right.
All right. You guys want to do a show?
ready?
Yep.
Okay. I need to click a few buttons here, and we can get on with.
I think we're about to. Did we cross over 1,000? I saw that we were like
1,000 what?
followers on Twitch.
I think it's 10,000, and I don't know.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 10,000.
No, we are
lot.
a few short. We're
Okay,
still a few short.
we're close to a number where the odometer flips. That's all I know.
I don't know if you guys want to go drum up some business.
How would we do that? Maybe some kind of social way to
Social
share.
media.
Social media.
Oh man, I
Social-
totally quit smoking. I could tell everybody about it while I was smoking, but now I don't.
Wait, where do we tell that?
Twitter.
Where do we see? Like our
In say the stream manager or
Oh, is that not public?
Yeah, I guess it isn't.
it should be.
No, it has to be
Many
public,
people
'cause
have been
Meryl
telling
keeps
me
yelling
this.
it at us.
Yeah, people have been
Yeah.
telling us very loudly. Okay, well, let me delete a few things here and scroll down here. What number is this?
Real quick, palate cleanser, 9/11, 9/11.
Okay,
9/11.
so that's
Okay.
cool.
What?
That's cool. All right, cool.
Mr.
Great. Good energy for everybody else. Awesome. Loving it.
9/11.
Oh my god!
All right, we have to start the show. Okay.
Ready?
Yay!